Hi everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing Every Day. I'm sorry, I got sniffy nose. I'm sniffy. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good. Hey, well listen, man. We all suffer from sniffy nose syndrome once in a while. It affects all of us. It affects our best and brightest. It affected the big triathlete, whose name we all know, and it affected George Plimpton. There's so many people. We get a sniffly nose syndrome. SNS, it's a real problem. I'm trying to raise a lot of money for it, but nobody wants to donate money because they think I'm going to be facetious with it. Fall sports fair, schedule of events: 9 o'clock aerobics, 11 o'clock foot race, 13 o'clock ball toss, 15 o'clock tug of war. When is 22nd? What day is today? 21st. Okay. Look out for that then. Very important. Oh, we have a special offer there. Studying Raven Pole. There's always a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by? Okay. I'm a little under the weather today, friends. Not hungover. I want to make that very clear. There have been episodes of this show where I've been hungover and I said I was sick, but I was really hungover. Today I'm actually sick, but I'm not hungover. Those were lies, but this is not a lie, and you can be sure of it. I wouldn't ever lie to you guys, except for the times when I just admitted that I lied to you. But today is not one of those days. Today is one of the serious days. Well, you heard, I've got the sniffly nose syndrome. I have it, so I'm struggling through. It's a daily grind. Isn't that Spider-Man's newspaper, the Daily Grind? I think so. Anyway, we're moving on. We're going to play Animal Crossing. So, I promised an episode about my adventures on the high seas, so I should probably do that. Well, a lot of people don't know that I used to be a pirate. No, not a full-time pirate. I should make it clear. I was a part-time pirate. People are like, what does this mean? Very simply, I would pirate some of the time. You know what I mean? So, you have a regular schedule. You go and see your kids and your wife and your kid wives. No, don't, not kid wives. That was a joke. Don't report me to the police because they won't be interested in anything I have to say anyway. So just don't report me to the police. And let's move on. So you have a regular schedule, and then it's tough. Times are tough. It's tough to go and find time to be a pirate, to jump on a ship and sail the 7 seas. I mean, you really have to dedicate a lot of time to being a pirate, right? So people thought being a part-time pirate was impossible, and I would like to think I proved people wrong. I can't say for certain whether or not I did. I like to think so. I got a ship. Me and some friends, we got a ship, and we were like, all right, whenever we get a chance, we're gonna sail away and do some pirating. My friends are like, that sounds great. So we became the part-time pirates because we all, of course, are grown-ups. We have responsibilities. We have stuff we need to do. We have wives and children and nothing else. And we were like, all right, in between times, let's put on our pirate hats and let's go on a pirate adventure. So we would be pirates some of the time, part-time, if you will. And that's what we would do. So, whenever you are a pirate, you get into some funny scrapes. Because these days, because when we were pirates, we're like old school pirates. We're like, with the big tri-corner hat. And when we tried to get pirates to sit on our shoulders, they didn't always sit there. Most of them flew away. I'll be frank with you. Hi, Mitzi. Mitzi? Mitzi. She's so funny. But a lot of them flew away. It was very bad. We spent a lot of money on pirates. We probably spent more money on pirates than we did on the boat. The boat was actually really cheap. But the pirates, and we were trying to, Oh, if you feel stressed, you should come to this fall sports fair and let out some of that stress. It's going to be held in the plaza by the wishing well, just like the spring sports fair. Every year I'm so sore the next day, but it's completely worth it. Okay. That sounds like we're going to do a lot of editing for that one. Looking forward to it. That's what we want to see, all the activities. I probably should show off the activities, so I probably will do that. Great. Alright, okay, so Pirates was a bad idea. It looked good in the films. But man, we just couldn't get it to work, you know. So one of us had a pirate. They would all just fly away. They would get together. They would chatter to each other in pirate language, and then they would all fly away. So then we thought, right, they're in a gang or something. We're gonna just get one pirate for all of us, and that'll do. He'll be the mascot. So we got a pirate, and we went sailing. We were trying to find like an abandoned cove, because we thought that'd be pretty sweet, or like an island that nobody's ever been to, and then we could just dig for treasure. Problem is, none of us are really set up for digging, right? We brought a couple of spades, but we realized in this day and age, if you're gonna be a digger, you need to get a digger. You know, like a big industrial machine that digs for you. That's what you need, like a big machine with a big scoopy on the front, and it scoops up the ground. That's really what you need to dig these days, because we were like, we can't dig this whole island up. What are we gonna do? Plus, there were people living on the island, and they were pissed. They were like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And we were like, "Language, please. Don't be so rude." You know, there are pirates present, and they were like, "I don't fucking care. Get off my island." And then we got into a big fight. We were like, "Who says it's your island? Where's your documentation for that, sir?" And then the man pulled out a document that said it was his island, and we were like, "Well, you know what? This is all in order. That's fair enough. We can't argue the facts, you know. But we still want to dig it for treasure." And he's like, "Why do you think I'm here? Don't you think I've been digging for treasure this whole time? Why else would I live on an abandoned island?" And we were like, "Well, I assume you lived here to get away from everybody. If you dug up treasure, if you live here and you dug up treasure, you'd have to go back to the real world to sell that treasure. Whereas if you just lived here, you could just live here forever and never have to go back." And the man was like, "Shut up and get off my island." So he was very angry at us. So we left. So far we weren't having a great time with the old pirating. By the way, like these adventures, like they didn't happen in one day. You know, like I said, we were part-time pirates, so we would get stuff done eventually, but you know, it took a while. We were doing it in dribs and drabs, but so the island thing didn't work, the pirate thing didn't work, but we had a ship, and we thought our ship was pretty fucking cool, right? You ever see those Somali pirates? They have little speedboats and stuff, and we're like, "You guys aren't real pirates. You know, you're making a mockery of the pirate profession. We are bringing pirating back to the mainstream. We are really..." Turns out we were a few years late, as that Pirates of the Caribbean film had already made pirating mainstream again. But we really thought we were in for a shot. We hadn't seen the film. Then we did watch it one day. It was alright. It was it was okay, you know. So then we were like, alright, well, I guess pirates are back in there. But let's continue to be cool pirates, not like these Somali pirates, right? So we were being cool pirates. Or what we considered to be cool pirates anyway. One of us wanted to get an eye patch, and I was like, if we're going to do it, we have to do it right. So if you want an eye patch, we're going to have to poke your eye out. And that goes for wooden peg legs as well. Because if you want a peg leg, you're going to have to break your leg and get it cut off. Right? And there were no takers for that. A lot of the people on the ship with me were like, we're good the way we are. But you have to be authentic. You have to make it look right. You know what I mean? Where did he go? There he is. Hello. Hi, Sprocket. Good to see you. So it was you know, I heard you can't find whatever. So somebody give me like an outfit. Let me have a look at the outfit. A rugby shirt. Oh, Christmas. Oh, Christmas. Didn't like it. Did not like it. Yeah, so we had to make the pirating like look authentic. We're not half-assed in this. We're real pirates. So either break your leg and we cut your leg off, or no peg leg. That's just the way it is, you know. Same with the eye patch. If you've got a sore eye, we'll pull your eye out and then we'll give you an eye patch. But that's it, you know. We're not half-assed this. We're not gonna. If the real pirates came over and looked at us, we're not gonna make a mockery of them, you know. We tried to make our own grog. We didn't know what went into grog, so we just threw a little alcohol into a mixer, swished it up, and then we were like, well, do we make it cold or hot? There was a really old pirate ship, so we were like, there's no fridge. How do we cool stuff down? How do we preserve it? We didn't really know any of this stuff. It would have been good to research it, but we didn't. And for a long time, we just continued to not research any of it. Some might say we weren't very good pirates. I call those people naysayers. I think we were great pirates. So then we were like, all right, we gotta hijack a ship. You know, we gotta grab a ship. We gotta steal. We gotta plunder it. We gotta plunder. So we saw this P&O ferry. P&O is a ferry company in the United Kingdoms, and we were like, oh great, P&O ferry. Fucking, there's loads of people on it. You know, ferries people between the British Isles. So there's like people going on holidays and stuff will go on a ferry. Loads of people on it. We were like, we're gonna get so much money off this. This is gonna be a great idea. So we went up to P&O ferry. We were like, ahoy, we're going to board you and steal all your money. And we got really close up to the P&O ferry. And one thing we realized when you get really close up to a P&O ferry is that when you're on a pirate ship and you see a P&O ferry from far away, it looks realistically as if you could easily hijack it. But when you get right up close to it in your pirate ship, it's really big. We didn't know how to get on board. There wasn't like a gangplank we could walk up. It was a big, like, the sides are really big, you know. It was really hard for us to be able to get up there. And we were like, okay, maybe we made a mistake. I mean, like, the boat, like, you know, the boat's so big. Where they put the vehicles, the cars and stuff, is like the middle hull. So we were like, there was nowhere for us to grab it to get on. We couldn't even get onto the, you know what I mean, the middle part. The people were up at the top deck. There's no way we get up there. We didn't have like grappling hooks or nothing. We were screwed. So we thought, okay, we'll plunder you later. Goodbye. And we sped away. That was dangerous. The P&O ferry was so big it could have like destroyed our little boat. Well, it's not a little. It was a decent. It was a pretty good, decent sized pirate ship. I just want that on the record. Okay, it was a decent sized pirate ship. Nobody goes saying that we had a little baby pirate ship, right? We had a really good pirate ship. Okay, so those were some of my stories of the high seas. Like I said, those were just some of the stories. There's plenty of other stories. Maybe in the future, if you people like to hear the stories of me on being a part-time pirate, you want to hear more stories with me on the high seas, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely read them. But thank you very much for watching today's episode. I'll be back again tomorrow for more Animal Crossing. So see you then. Goodbye.